Looking at the current state of the world, one thing we all have learned is the importance of healthcare. The pandemic has taught us that even the smallest things, how it affects our healthcare. Equally, it has given a boost to the healthcare business opportunities. We all know that the COVID 19 pandemic had not just devastated health but also economies across the countries. But one such sector that grew even during the pandemic is the healthcare industry.
If a solution is not affordable, it is not a solution. It is pointless we boasting about how advanced cardiac surgery is or how advanced cancer care is if a common man of our country cannot afford. So the whole thrust was towards reducing the cost, and we managed to do it successfully because 30 years ago, when I left England in 1989, and the first patient I did the bypass grafting in Calcutta paid 1.5 lakh rupees. Then? Yeah, 30 years ago. And today, we are getting paid 95,000 rupees for the same operation. Yeah. So, all this happened mainly because of the focus, passionate doctors we are blessed with, and the wonderful doctors, nurses, and technicians we have, and all the advances what has happened. We have been able to reduce our cost and make it truly, truly affordable. Today, you will be surprised to know no other country in the planet offers the healthcare at a price what India can offer. This is the lowest cost destination for healthcare in any part of the world.
The healthcare sector is one of the fastest growing industry in India and it is expected to grow by up to rupees 8.6 trillion by 2022. The healthcare sector in India has grown rapidly in the year 2021 because of the global pandemic that had hit or started in March 2020. Let me tell you, the healthcare industry in India consists of hospital, medical device, outsourcing, clinical trials, telemedicine, medical tourism, etc. So, if you are an aspiring entrepreneur who is planning to venture into the healthcare industry, then now is the right time for you to invest and grow in this business.
What matters if you want to do something substantial in this world? What matters is the purpose. We always, as young people, when they want to do something big, they always discuss about what shall we do, then how shall we do. But rarely they discuss about why we should do it. Everything is driven by purpose because our scripture says, Upanishads say, that if your purpose is for the purpose of your cause is to make things better for the society, cosmic forces come together and make sure it happens. Something beyond your imagination happens when your purpose is to make a difference to the society. Right. So that is the main reason why we have been able to reach where we want to reach. That's the first thing. The second thing is we are blessed with fantastic, outstanding doctors of phenomenal skill. If I ever need an operation on anything, my brain or a kidney or a heart or anything, I would like to be operated by an Indian doctor in an Indian hospital. Because in any specialty you take, when it comes to the question of skill, we are truly, truly blessed. There is a study conducted by Harvard Business School which analyzed the outcome, that's a longevity of citizens under the care of American trained doctors and immigrant doctors, mainly from India. And their study revealed that the Americans who are taken care by immigrant doctors, mainly Indians, lived longer than the Americans who were taken care by American doctors. Yeah. We are genetically made to be healers. So essentially we are blessed with wonderful passionate doctors, nurses, technicians.
Now let's understand what are the key points as to why you should consider starting a healthcare business. The very first point is the healthcare industry is expected to grow up to rupees 8.6 trillion by 2022, that's next year. Second, India's medical device market size is expected to grow by $5 billion by 2025. And lastly, it creates employment opportunities for millions of people in India.
First thing is economy of scale. As we do more operations, your results get better. Because we are, after all, technicians. You keep on doing it, you get better. And as you do more number of procedures, you procure more materials. And these are imported materials. So because you buy in large numbers, your cost of procurement goes down. About 14% of the heart surgery done in India is done by us. So for any company selling sutures or valves, or we implant one of the largest number of heart valves in the world. So we are a market, big market for any multinational company. So you have a fairly large unfair advantage because you are big. Okay. Then talented doctors want to work in large centers where they can do, huge number of procedures. And we put certain fundamentals in place that once you commit, tell the patient the heart operation is going to cost 1 lakh rupees. Irrespective of how much it costs, they pay nothing at the time of discharge. There are times when kids have spent 1 year in the ICU. And if you do the costing, it may be 50 lakh, 75 lakh rupees bills. But they pay nothing. They are paid 1 lakh rupees, that's it. And it is possible because you do that many number of surgeries, so it compensates. You lose in some, you gain in some. So essentially, it is all about the economy of scale. And we are blessed to be in a country with 1.3 billion people, and people are our assets.
So now let's know about Dr. Devi Shetty Prasad, who has been an expert in this field for a very long time. We'll also understand and listen in from him how one can build or start a best healthcare, and we'll also know what are the challenges one would face. Besides this, we'll also understand how can one access funds to start their own healthcare business.
Right now, it is a bit difficult for any young entrepreneurs to start a healthcare facility by themselves in small towns. Mainly, the situation has changed in many, many ways. But as long as they are passionate and as long as they are very conscious about the investment they make and the return on investment, because ultimately they have to borrow money. So they have to do all the proper costing and run the hospital, maintaining the quality, then it should be possible. There aren't that many successful models right now in building a large group of hospitals in tier 2 cities, but it is a matter of time before that will emerge. Right now, there is no good model for me to give an example, but it's a matter of time. My advice for young entrepreneur is that healthcare is not anything what they think it is unless they worked in the healthcare institution. If they want to be entrepreneur in healthcare, either they should become doctors, nurses or medical techs, or they work in a hospital, understand how the hospital industry runs, at least for 1 or 2 years before they make the investment. Because this industry is the most complex industry. Everyone should understand when they want to get into this business. There is a relationship between a client and the service provider, a professional. Right? You want to build a house, you have a contract with your engineer. You are going in for buying a car, you have a contract with the company which is giving you the car, whatever. In none of those contracts, the discussion is about death. Whereas in this industry, the discussion is only about death.
So I hope through this video you've got a gist as to how you can start your healthcare business. To know more in detail about how you can successfully start your healthcare business, you got to watch this course that's available on our Financial Freedom app. Also, don't forget to hit on the like button, subscribe to the channel and hit on the bell icon to get notified for our next video. Thank you for watching IndianMoney.com. Get wise and break free.